I'm Kylie Bryce. Welcome to My Creative Heart. In this episode, my very special guest is Rachel Leahcar. You may remember her from The Voice in 2012. She's toured the world, shared the stage with Delta Goodrem, and even co-written with Josh Pike. As well as being a powerful and emotive singer, she's also an ambassador for the Royal Society of the Blind. She strives to inspire others to pursue their dreams despite the many obstacles that they may face. So I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to go and chat to Rachel. So let's go. Be here chatting to you.
I'm excited to be on your show.
You've been really busy recording a new album.
Yeah.
And I know that you've recorded albums in the past, but what is extra special and different about Shadows?
Well, Shadows is my favourite album, just personally, because I've recorded albums in the past, as you said, and the first two I did before The Voice. So this is technically my 6th album.
Wow.
I did 2 before I was on The Voice, and they were all cover songs, just on 2 amateur CDs. And then following The Voice, I did the Shooting Star album, then the Romantique album, and then of course the Here Comes the Sun Beatles tribute album.
Which is one of my favourite. I listen to that quite often.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, this one is special because I've spent 3 years writing, recording, and the majority of the songs on there are actually original songs for the first time ever out of 6 albums. So it's very special to me.
Now, a lot goes into recording an album and then releasing it, from all the work you do in the studio, from writing the songs and mixing, mastering, album artwork, and then that's without even getting into the marketing and promotion of the album. So it's a big process. Could you share a little bit with us about the creative process and perhaps what parts you enjoyed the most?
Absolutely. I really enjoyed the writing process a lot for this because there's so much development in it personally, because you make up your own lyrics, you're telling your own stories, and then once it all comes together, that's a really good feeling. So I think the first song I wrote for this album, I didn't know I was going on this album, but I wrote it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It was called Sewn, and it was while I was on The Voice. Because I was so small, they could never find anything on the wardrobe team, they could never find anything that would fit me.
Yes.
And it got really frustrating. I wore the same shoes for almost every performance because I'm a size 5. I just thought, why can't they just find something that fits me? And it occurred to me that it doesn't matter what I'm wearing or what's on the outside, because I'm the same person underneath and I can still express my music in the way that I want to. So that's the first song I wrote for that, and I've written a number of songs since then. The first song I recorded for it was called What They Don't Tell You, and this one was very exciting because I wrote a few emails to people asking to do some writing sessions.
Yep.
And I sent an email to one of my favourite Australian musicians of all time, Josh Pike.
Yes.
And he actually responded and said, I'll do a jam session for sure.
Yeah.
I just was so
How'd that feel? It would have been pretty amazing.
I'm pretty sure I screamed when I got the email.
Yeah.
So I flew to Sydney and did a writing session with him, and it was just really inspiring.
What they don't tell you could fill every page in your book. What they don't tell you, sometimes you gotta leave before you look. What they don't tell you is you're gonna lose some things in life that you love, but you find a hope in your heart if you hold your head up.
Once I knew the songs that I wanted to put on this album, I started the recording process, and I found a recording company in Los Angeles online who, if you submit your songs like demos, they'll record them for you, and you just tell them what you want and which instruments, and they record them and return them one by one.
Yeah.
And of course, because they're in LA, they record overnight over here. And
while you're sleeping.
Yeah, and then you get them back in the morning and it's like Christmas.
That's so good. Yeah, go to sleep and voila.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, just to hear what they make of what I instruct them to do.
Yeah.
Especially with my own songs. And yeah, I did about 9 tracks with them and 3 tracks with some producers in Melbourne that I'd worked with previously. And so that was that, and then all the mixing and mastering and everything. The artwork was
It's beautiful artwork.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful photography. Can I show them inside?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, show the booklet.
Yeah.
But so I finished most of the album, and then went to a few record companies with my manager Emmy Illies, and then finally we found one that wanted to release the album. So that was really lucky. It's Ambition Entertainment, or Fanfare Records, and Robert Rigby released that for me. And when I was doing the artwork, I just want to say a big thank you to Sean King, and he did an incredible job with the photos for me, and then Ian Phillips did the actual design work with me, and he put up with my perfectionism, because I said, oh, can we try this, and can we try this, can we try this? And it just took so many hours. And so this album has taken 3 years of solid, almost constant work. And I think that's something that people don't realise. They see an album on the shelf and they're like, oh, why did it take so long to make? And there's so much work in it, and I'm really, really happy with this result.
Things that stands out to me about you is that you tell a lot of stories, and I love stories. So when you're performing live, particularly in your Colours of My Life tour, but also online and social media and on YouTube, you tell a lot of stories. So why is it important for you to tell stories?
Well, I'm an open book with my fans. I try to let them into my life as much as possible, because I feel like if they're connected with me as a person, they'll feel more connected to my music as well, and relate to it a bit better, because these are my stories, my personal stories, either things that I've experienced or other people have experienced that have inspired me to write a song. So what I want to do with my music is tell those stories so people don't feel alone, and they can relate to these songs and feel the emotions. So whether it's sad, angry, or even just happy, and they can feel those emotions to the fullest.
It's really powerful. And that's Ella making noise in the background. You gotta come join us.
Hello, Ella.
So I know that you love to help others, so I wanted to give you an opportunity to offer some advice, maybe to songwriters or up-and-coming singers. What can you share?
Absolutely. I've been writing and singing for pretty much 15 years, I would say. So there is a long process of self-development there. So my advice for anyone who wants to write songs or even just be creative, just do what you love, and just practice it, because it's just about practice and making that perfect. Because I remember when I first sang a song and when I first wrote a song, it was terrible. So I had to put in hours and hours of practice and keep writing songs, keep singing, to be able to develop myself. And I'm still developing even now. I know in my heart that I have more to give. So anyone who wants to do that, take every opportunity you can to rehearse, write, and just hone your skills.
Well, what a treat. I'd love to know whether you've recorded any of your songs, and what was the favourite part of the process for you? Because life is so much better with a splash of creativity.